Hi guys, so this is teacher Rebecca again, your ESL teacher. Okay, I'm here. I'm making a video again, okay, to give a more detailed information about the ESL industry, how does it operates, okay, and maybe some tips, okay, for the newbies and the applicants on how to land this kind of job. Okay, first, and this is foremost important thing, so you had to make sure that your internet connection is very stable. Okay, your location is also important because sometimes if you are located in a remote area like in an island, sometimes internet connection is unstable. That affects the quality of the class. Mhm. So, okay, that's very important. Some academies, they would require you to submit your speed test result. So before moving forward to the application. Okay, or you did your application, you already submitted your audio or video, your self introduction and your application letter, then you also have to do the speed test result. Okay, so next is your in your application. Okay, your application, sometimes some academies require you to submit your audio self introduction or video of your self introduction. So you had to make a video of yourself and then telling them about yourself. Okay, that's your self introduction. Okay, and if you pass, luckily you will be moving forward to the interview. In the interview, you had to go online like 1 hour before the agreed time. Why? Because you also have to check some technical sides, things about your internet. Okay? Some academies, they have their own platform of the class. In my case, I'm just using Skype, which is actually very easy to operate or to do for me personally because I've been doing Skype like for 10 years in my class. For Korean students, some Korean students, they require me to use the Kakao Talk, which it's also easy and it's just almost same with Skype. All the functions, the icons, okay. So you just have to utilize the chat box while you are doing the class. So it's just easy for me. But for other academies, I have tried, the Chinese academy, they have their own classroom. So you are required to enter the classroom 5 or 10 minutes before the class. So when you are already in the classroom, mhm, when you are in the classroom, you can do a lot of of things in the classroom. So actually, the student can box or can underline the correct answer, or the teacher also can utilize a lot of things like giving some stars if the student is giving a correct answer. But actually, that makes your internet so lagging also, that kind of platform. But most Chinese academies, they require you to download that platform or that application. Okay, so during the interview, okay, if you passed already the application, then you will be moving forward to the interview. During the interview, you had to be confident. That is a very important thing, I think. Okay, not super confident, but you just have to be confident of yourself. Okay, you know what I mean. Uh, most of the time, it is a Filipino manager that is doing the interview, or if you're lucky enough, you will be having an interview with the, like, for example, Japanese manager or owner. Like in my case, I did my interview with my Korean owner. Okay, he saw my comment on the ESL page post. I commented there. I was looking and I was scouting for a job at the time, an mhm, extra job because I already had my own classes at the time. So I commented like Okay, I'm looking for an academy like Korean academy because I'm more comfortable doing class with Korean students. I've been teaching them for many years, so I know a lot of cultures, their food, their music. Okay, maybe their characters somehow. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he was also checking some comments because he was looking for a teacher that is more experienced. Actually he doesn't hire teachers who are less experienced. I think he's wise. Why? Because if the teacher is experienced, she knows what to do in the class, like less supervision. Mm-hmm. So in my case, my academy, or the owner, he just lets me do what I do or what I want to do in the class. I have my books. I I know the approach that I need to use in the class per student because I have all levels of students, like from the kids, high school, middle school, and professionals. Okay, I have all those kinds of students. So okay, so if you pass the interview, mhm, then you will be doing they'll be doing the demo class. Okay, so in the demo class, some academies they would you know assign a student, and sometimes the student is going to be your student if you pass, luckily. So you will be doing a class with that certain kind of student, and you are given that lesson material or maybe a video that uh, you and the student, you both watch the video. Okay, and then it's up to you on how to, okay, and how to do your strategy and your approach in the class. So okay, you have to study, of course. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you are just also you're just given one picture, okay, and that picture you had to utilize your 15 minutes maybe. Okay, so it's up to you on how to do your approach in the class. So of course you had to, if there are colors there and shapes and maybe numbers or alphabets, so you just let the student identify those colors, numbers, and maybe shapes, everything that are in the picture. Okay, so it's up to you. Because at the time you are being tested. Okay, they are testing your and assessing your capacity or capability, and of course even your movements in the class are being assessed. Mhm. So, of course, pumapasok dyan yung, of course, yung pronunciation mo, if you're good in doing conversation, because there are warm-up questions. Of course, you will not just do the class right away. You will say like, okay, so how are you today? And have you eaten your dinner? Like, what did you do on the weekend? Mm-hmm. Okay, you will be asking a lot of things like, okay, do you have a sister or brother? What is your favorite subject in the class? Those are actually uh, common questions that you ask from the student. Mm-hmm. Because you are also giving assessment, okay, to your students' level. Okay, yeah, if the student is zero English, then yeah, you have to take note of that. Okay, and you are done with the demo class, and if you pass the demo class, some academies would require another round of interview. So in that interview, maybe they will just be laying down all their cards, like the rules and policies of the academies, and then maybe the salary it will be disclosed. It depends. Mm-hmm. So if you are asked during the second round of interview, like how much, okay, salary are you expecting from the academy per hour, for example? So Maybe you can say, I think if you are a newbie, you don't have experience. Okay, you have to base it also on your experience and your capability, of course. Maybe starting like 150 or 160 is good. Okay, but it depends on you. If you really need it, because some academies they're just giving like 130 per hour. Uh-huh. It depends on you, of course. You can agree, to the salary that they are giving, okay, or disagree. Okay, like for example, in my case, if if I'm not satisfied with the salary, I just tell them right away, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, teacher. I think I will be looking for another company." They would understand you. After all, we're working for the money. Okay, teaching is the second maybe priority. Your passion is second priority. You're working for the money, so that uh, you also have the push. Okay, right? You have the urge to you know to do your job, because yes, you're satisfied. It is just my personal opinion. Okay, and when you're already like, when you have landed the job, you have already like, you are already, you have started working with the academy, then suddenly there are other offers, because when you are already experienced, you will be learning a lot of things about the academy, or about the ESL industry. So we don't have a contract usually, but it depends on other academies also. You can actually resign from your job anytime, but you also have to be very sensitive, because like example, you're handling like 15 students in the class. If you just quit from your job right away, so who's going to teach those kids? Okay, it's about sensitivity all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't have a hold on you, but then again, it is about commitment also. Mhm. Unless you are treated not fairly, maybe. Hmm. Right? If you are not satisfied, sometimes you have a conflict with the Filipino manager, because most of the time it's not the conflict between the teacher and then the owner, like Japanese manager or the owner. It is actually between the teachers and the manager, Filipino manager, because some managers, hindi ko po nila lahat, may mga Filipino managers that they think that they are very superior than you, far superior than you. Mhm. So for me, it's a no-no. Uh, Kailangan, pantay lang tayo. Manager ka, you're just managing me. You just have to guide me if I need some help from you. Help me, guide me. But if, sa akin naman po, wala naman pong problema yung manager. Napakabait po ng manager ko. At saka napakabata, so she looks up to me a lot. And she respects a lot. Ah, respeto lang yan. You respect each other. You should be respecting each other's. It's others' time and needs. Yeah, dapat tayong nagtutulungan. Kita yung tayo yung mga Pinoy, di ba? Mhm. Okay. So that's it. When you're already doing your job, make sure that you are happy doing your job. I think that's the most important thing in any kind of job. There is no such thing as easy job. Sasabihin ng iba, napaka-easy. It's just a piece of cake. I've been saying that a lot of times. Yes, it is, and no, it's not. Mhm. Kahit anong klaseng trabaho, you had to, of course, give time. Okay, talagang you have to dedicate yourself also to your job. After all, you are getting something from them also, right? You're earning from them, and it is just maybe fair to say like you also give something in return, and that is imparting your knowledge and your skill. Mm-hmm. yeah, wag ipagdadamot yung ating knowledge or karunungan. Mhm. Nagpapasaya sa akin yan. That's too rewarding. Mhm. Okay. Anyway, so uh, if you are actually a member of the ESL page Philippines, then you can see a lot of posts every day. I think a lot of academies are looking for Filipino teachers. Mhm. Because Filipino teachers are actually manageable, flexible, magaling, at hindi po tayo masyadong um, hindi tayo ma-attitude. Okay? So let's maintain that maybe credibility, right? Reputation. Uh-huh. Okay. So anyway, teachers, okay, hopeful teachers, and those newbies that are scouting this kind of job as of the moment, then I hope that this helped you a lot, this video. Thank you so much. I just feel qualified to make a video because I've been doing this uh for 11 years. It's my 11th year this December. So, yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Bye bye. Thank you, guys.